What's up, Nomads? Camper Dude Joe back with another video. Hope you guys have been well. I am in Delaware for a few days, and if you guys can believe it, it's going to be 80 degrees today, which is pretty spectacular for almost the end of April. So we are loving this, guys. But today's going to be a short video. I've been getting some questions from aspiring nomads or even people that are already on the road already. And looks like there's a lot of anxiety out there about, what types of foods are good to keep in a car when you live in a vehicle. The best types of foods or the easiest foods to keep and things like that. So yeah, I'm just going to show you guys what I keep in my 12-volt fridge. Let me stress this. These are the things that I like, that I enjoy, that fit my budget. They might not be for everyone, but these are simple foods that I like to keep in my vehicle, in my Prius. I'm a very, very simple guy, a simple dude. And I don't do a whole lot of cooking per se, where, I make things from scratch or anything like that. I don't do that a whole lot. Most of the times I'm preheating things that are already, I heat things that are already pre-cooked or pre-made. Whether they be kit meals from the store or, things like that. So, yeah, guys, this doesn't have to be complicated. Really, it comes down to your tastes and your, what you enjoy eating and things like that, your budget. But I'm just going to show you a very basic idea of what I keep in my 12-volt fridge. These are very, very simple things to, nosh on throughout the day. And they're pretty healthy as well, guys, because I am kind of a health nut. Yeah, I think you'll enjoy it. And listen, guys, by the way, if anybody out there is kind of bummed because they don't have a 12-volt fridge, keep in mind you could still make this lifestyle work very, very easily without a 12-volt fridge. I didn't have a 12-volt fridge for the first 6 months that I was living in a vehicle, and I got by just fine. I mean, I lived off of, obviously, dry foods mainly. So it can definitely be done. And then when you save up enough money or you figure out a solution to power your 12-volt fridge, because that's really the number one thing, how to power your 12-volt fridge, then you can buy one and you can go from there. But let's not waste any time, guys. Let's get to the video. I hope you guys enjoy it, and away we go.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another exciting episode of What's in My Fridge.
So I'm not a big soda drinker anymore. I used to be. I love soda and all types of sweets, but I have to be careful with my sugar. But I do get a sweet tooth, occasionally. So I love this lemonade. It's Simply Lemonade. This is the brand I buy, but there's a lot of brands out there. This is actually really healthy. It doesn't, it's not from concentrate. There's no added sugar. But, all lemonades, all juices like this, they do have natural sugars. So I cut this down 50-50. I cut it in half with regular water. And it not only makes it last longer, but it's not as sweet, which is really nice. But it gives you a nice little jolt of sugar when you need it. So I normally get a couple of these, one or two, and they last me the whole week. And you guys will see how much food this fridge will fit. So I got another one here, a second one. Okay, this is another big one here, guys. I love fruits and veggies. I'm a vegetarian, so I do a lot of fruits and veggies. I buy these broccoli florets, and they come, pre-cut, pre-washed and everything. And I buy about 4 or 5 bags of these a week, and I just eat them raw with guacamole or some salsa or something like that. But what I also will do is I will put them in with my rice dishes. I make a fair amount of rice dishes. I'll show you guys my rice in a second. This is my guacamole. I buy the little cups. They have Holy Guacamole is a good brand, but they also have the store brands you could buy. They're a little bit cheaper as well. So I buy these. They come in the little cups. This is like a 6-pack. So these are really great. I love these. These are Tofurkey. That's the brand, Tofurkey veggie slices. This is the hickory smoked flavor, but they come in a lot of different flavors. These are really, really healthy. Non-meat, no meat. I am a vegetarian. But, if you guys do eat meat, you could obviously buy, ham, turkey breast, what have you, and just throw it in your fridge. But I love these. They're great. They're healthy. They're a little bit much with the sodium, so you have to be a little bit careful with these, but definitely very tasty. I'm a big cheese guy. I love cheese. I'm a cheese nut. This here is Swiss, reduced fat. I love my cheese. I go through a lot of it. I pick at it during the week when I want a little snack or a pick-me-up. So this is another great thing to keep in the fridge. Here's another great thing I love, applesauce. I just love these for the convenience. If I don't want to eat, apples. Also, apples are tough to store in a car just because they take up a lot of room if you buy like the big bag that they sell in the grocery store. So these are simpler. I just throw them in the fridge, and these are great. The Mott's strawberry applesauce with no sugar added. Very healthy, great snack when you're hungry. Great to pick on in the car. I love these. These are awesome, guys. These are the Target brand Good and Gather. They're only 2 ingredients. They're protein bars. They are just great. They only have, I guess their gimmick is there's only 2 added ingredients in here, nothing else, no chemicals, no preservatives, anything like that. This is a cashew cookie, and the only 2 ingredients are cashews and dates. So I love these. These are super, super yummy. Just delicious. I normally go through about a box or 2 of these a week. I'll have one in the morning. Sometimes I'll have one as a snack for the afternoon. Yeah, these are great to keep in the car. Absolutely. So I love rice cakes, guys. This is the Quaker brand rice cakes, but you can buy any rice cakes. They're all the same. I just buy the lightly salted just for health reasons. But man, these are just they're like the duct tape of food items. I mean, you could put guacamole on these, salsa. You can make little cheese sandwiches with these, peanut butter. You could eat them plain, of course. You could eat them with fruits, with veggies. They're just a great pick-me-up when you're in the car. Even if you want a light meal, these are great anytime. I highly, highly recommend rice cakes. They come in, a huge amount of flavors. But they're just really, really good. Great staple to keep in the car. And these are also perfect because they don't have to be refrigerated. So if you don't have a refrigerator or a cooler, you're still good to go. I go through a fair amount of rice, less in the summer, guys, just because it's warmer and, hot dishes I don't want to cook as often. But I swear by the Ben's Original. I like the jasmine, but they have a couple of different varieties, flavors. I cook these in the Hot Logic oven. I have another video walking through doing a review of the Hot Logic, so I'll include a link for that. But you could also look for it in my videos. But yeah, this is great. They cook so perfectly in the Hot Logic. It's amazing. These are super duper yummy. Love them. I go through a lot more in the winter, but I definitely go through them in the summer as well, just when I want a nice hearty meal. You can pair them with vegetables, pretty much anything. So they're great. My guilty pleasure, I like ramen soups, so I buy these. They're $3 or $4 or $5 for $1. They're really cheap. Not the healthiest thing at all, but all things considered, if you have them in moderation, they're not bad to keep in the car if you want something fast, and easy. So, I might have 1 or 2 of these every few weeks, and they really hit the spot. Very good to keep in cars for emergencies, or, if you just don't feel like cooking, or you don't have the equipment to cook. All you have to do is boil water. If you can't boil it in your car, you can go into any, Wawa or 7-Eleven and just, boil water and pour it in these. These are great. I highly recommend them. Lastly, I have vegetables. I got peas and carrots here. I go through a lot of canned veggies just because, again, I am a vegetarian. I do like to eat healthy, but not many people know this. Canned veggies are actually very, very healthy. Just because they're in cans does not mean that they're not as good as fresh. Obviously, fresh is a lot better, but canned is still very, very healthy. Just try and get the low sodium variety whenever you can, because they do put a lot of salt into these things for flavoring and whatnot. But yeah, I go through a lot of cans veggie, guys, and these are great for the car. Sometimes I don't even cook them. I'll eat them raw with chickpeas or something like that, like a little cold summertime or a spring salad. So these are great for keeping in a car, any types of canned veggies, guys. So yeah, I mean, you guys can see how much food I have in here. I mean, it's stocked to the brim right now. I just showed you guys everything I put in there. And I mean, it could hold a lot. I have 2 bottles of lemonade. I have 4 bags of broccoli. I have cheese. I have water in there. I have my apple fruit cups. I have my guacamole in there. I mean, I have a ton of stuff in there. So you guys can see it holds a lot of food. This is a 30-quart fridge that I bought at Walmart. They were on sale. It's called a Appetit. I got this for $99, if you guys can believe that. I guess it was like a closeout or something. They're hard to get. If I can find a link, I'll include it. But yeah, I mean, you could see how much stuff you could store in a fridge. And this will last me, guys, all of this stuff and, all of my dry food. This will last me about, a good 6-7 days. So it cost me all in about $80-85. So for $85, I eat like a king for 7 days. So what is that, about $11.50, $12 a day? That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Try living on $12 a day, 3 meals a day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner out in the real world. Very, very tough to do. If you could see it here, the bottom passenger floorboard acts as my pantry, if you will. So you could see I have all of my food here. I have my water for the week. I have just some more protein bars. I have some trash bags, some zipper lock bags. I have my canned food here. So again, this is kind of like my pantry. You have to really, when you live in a vehicle, you have to use every single space, every little cubby hole that you have. So that's a big tip for you guys. There is no such thing as unwasted space in a vehicle when you're living in it. Here you could see, again, in the back of the fridge, because this is my fridge here, the back of the fridge, I just have my, again, a kind of another little pantry, if you will. I have my rice, I have my, some more protein bars, I have my rice cakes, I have some paper plates in there. So this is like a secondary kind of mini cupboard, if you will, for all of my, my dry food items.